It's me again. Sorry I'm a bit late on the upload. Didn't work out times to record what I'd been up to. Packed away my GoPro in my suitcase. Forgot my phone had a camera, sadly, so there's no footage of my trip here. I've actually arrived at camp now. Anywho's, back to the vlog. I've had some feedback on my first one of those, one, and taken a lot of it into consideration. Thank you to everyone for your help. Some of the stuff I've not been able to follow, like less going on in the room, clear background, stuff like that. It's just because currently, with me being in the room, I've got it on my bed, and I need to work out how to film. But I'll probably buy myself a chair or something while I'm here. I realise I keep calling it a blog as well, and I know that it's meant to be a vlog. And the sound on the previous one was ridiculously bad. So hopefully I'll sort it out now. So to start with, I've shaved all my hair off, so that's new. So anyway, my journey started, me and brother Phil driving to Manchester Airport. We were listening to some epic Disney tunes, so that was alright. Saw my dad at Birch Services, stopped by, had a coffee with him. My final Burger King, good chat with him, wish me luck, said they were proud of me. Don't know about all you got guys, but it's always been my happiest moments when family tell me that they're proud of me. So it was a good feeling. After all that, I headed for a quick drink at Brewers Fair pub just before, near Manchester Airport. Went there a couple of times with my brother now. One when I dropped him in Tenerife, and then this one with me. Had a good chat. Turned up about 3 p.m. at the airport. The flight wasn't till 9, and check-in wasn't open till 5 p.m. So it's quite a long wait. Sat in my bag, just chilling basically. Anyway, after my long ass wait, Manchester Airport, all I did was sit around. Some guy asked to use my phone, which I thought was weird. Got tattoos, I'm a skinhead. Probably not the friendliest looking of people. Just thought it was weird that he asked to use my phone. Anyway, he didn't get to use my phone because I had no credit. So, anyway, boarded my flight with Emirates. Biggest plane I've ever seen, or ever been on, in fact. The flight itself was like easy going, just chilled. Never been an Emirates flight, so when it took off, got settled in as usual, as you usually do. Then when we were up in the air, the hostesses came round with warm towelette things. I kind of felt a bit like royalty, to be honest, but it did confuse me because I didn't know what to do. Because I'm common, never flown posh flights, anything. So yeah, I just sort of copied everyone. Saw what they did. Seemed to work out. No one said oh, so I'm guessing that was alright. After we got up into air, stuck on my TV, started watching Brooklyn Nine-Nine, because there tons and tons of TV shows and films. So I watched the end of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, which was the full season. Mental food came out, chicken with a mushroom creamy sauce. It came with mash and like a couple of carrots. Not a cracking meal, but it was, to be honest, better meal than I've had on most planes. Then after that, I basically went on to play a few games of poker. Absolutely rinsed people at poker before getting off the flight in Dubai. On the flight into Dubai, the plane like circled round a few times before it landed. It kind of freaked me out a bit, to be honest. And then it was all great. Landed fine, perfect landing. So kudos to the pilot, thumbs up pilot guy. So anyway, after the 7.5 hour flight from Manchester to Dubai, I arrived at Dubai Airport. That in itself was an experience. I thought Manchester Airport was a big airport until I went to Dubai. But it took about an hour to walk from one end of it to the other, and then going to see the shops. By the time I'd walked from one end to the other, seeing shops, my flight was ready to go. However, I decided to treat myself to a Pinkberry. It was like frozen yogurt type thing. I don't. You probably know what a Pinkberry is. I had like strawberries, blackberries, banana, and watermelon in it, and it was like chocolate Pinkberry. It was well nice. Also tried to take a dump, and in Dubai Airport there is no toilets. There is just something that you slot your feet into and poop in a hole in the ground. Didn't use it. I just held it until I got on the plane. Too much info there, but it's a memory that you guys should be aware of. Poop before you get to Dubai Airport, because if you have to change in Dubai Airport, you'll struggle to poop. You also had to wash your arse with a shower head, which I kind of really didn't fancy doing. Plus, if you don't dry it right, how would you dry it? I kind of didn't want wet shorts when I got on a plane. I walked to the terminal, got on the plane. The flight wasn't as exciting this time round. The first meal was good, but that's about it really. I just slept for a little while. There weren't that many people on the flight, so it just sort of everyone sprawled out in their own sort of seats. It was an okay flight. It was still Emirates, so it's better than most flights. But yeah, it was still quite good. After another 7.5 hour flight to Phuket, I arrived, waited for my suitcase, got checked in through immigration. That was like, we got little webcams to take pictures of you and stuff. And that was different. Anyway, so when I've got there, walked outside, and there's a guy stood there with like my name on a card, like for Tiger Muay Thai, and he basically said Jonathan Dean on it. Got me into his car, drove me to the thing. Tried to tell me about the lovely, lovely lady massage parlour that he knows. He says if you like massage, you go there. It's expensive, but yeah, it was one of them things. So I avoided that. Decided to. Everyone's going to be so thinking that I went. I genuinely did avoid that. The guy who took me, his name was Black Pan. Well, it sounded like he said that, but I think that was his name. He just told me, look, things to look out for whilst I'm over here, and to be careful with certain places. But he says it's a very nice place. The drive itself to the camp was 160 kilometres an hour, with busy roads and bumpy, holy, potholed roads. Kind of at points I felt like I might die, but it was okay in the end. After I arrived at the camp, I was greeted by a security guard. He took me to my room 33. This is where I am now. This is my room. It's not much, but it's my room. My room doesn't look like the pictures on the website, and it did say there was going to be Wi-Fi in my room, but I'm guessing because of where my room's located, I'm actually away from all the main sort of like office things, so I don't really have the Wi-Fi from there. So anyway, I unpacked all my stuff. Couldn't tell my parents I'd arrived, so anyway, unpacked all my things and decided, you know what, I'm going to go for a beer. So I went across the road to this like little bar. It looks like the bar from Kickboxer, the movie with Van Damme. Went in there, had myself a beer, got chatting to the two people who own it. There's a guy called Mr. Me, who's also a taxi driver, and a girl called Oi, who's the chef / hostess type thing. Anyway, after having a beer and a sandwich, I kind of really felt like going out for a bit more of to see some more sights. Really, I wasn't tired. I just needed to go do something. So I ended up suggesting Patong, which if anyone knows Thailand, Patong's a bit of a party place, a bit seedy at times. So anyway, they took me down to Patong Strip. Wow, what a place. Stunning women everywhere, asking for your attention, trying to get you to come into the bar. I walked up in that strip twice, just seeing what it was about, like going to bars, popping into them, seeing which ones were best atmosphere and stuff. I stood there pondering myself, and then one walked over to me and asked me if I wanted to go to see a ping pong show, which adults, you know what that is. You know, don't have to go into any details. But I was sitting there for 35 minutes. I was gobsmacked by razor blades on a wire, ping pong balls, and most shockingly one was a little blue bird that was alive that flew around for a bit, and then so anyway, you get the gist of that one. So after leaving there, I went for a few more drinks, in a couple of bars, met some lovely people. When I was down to my taxi fare, I decided, you know what, it's time to head home. So I called it a night and got myself a journey on a tuk-tuk. Basically, tuk-tuk is it's like a flatbed truck, except not flatbed. It's been they've welded a roof onto it with pipes. It's got open windows. There's no back door on it. No seat belts. You've got these little tiny seats at the sides. So that took me home. Crazy experience in itself. It was like you could just see everything. It's like I'm probably a little bit tipsy on this little journey, but it freaked me out a little bit. The fact there was no back door. If you slid, you just go straight out. It was like, whoa. Finally made it back to camp and just went to bed for a bit. Woke up this morning about 12 o'clock to torrential rain that was pattering on the metal roof that's above my head, which woke me up. And then from that, I decided, you know what, it's time to go and sort myself out. Got all my kit sorted, all my gear, all everything that I needed to sort out. Got it all sorted today, so I'm in full blown training mode now. I bought my tickets for the barbecue beatdown, which I might go pro it. You know, you never know. You might attach it to my head and just have a bit of a party with it. I also walked down the strip. My ankle started to hurt me, so what I did was popped into a massage parlour, and this woman massaged my ankle for an hour and got it feeling much better. Once she'd done that, I sort of got up, went outside, walked down the strip a bit, got my money changed, popped into a tattoo parlour because I've decided that I'm going to get a traditional style bamboo tattooed on. But the work that this guy does is incredible. I watched him for about 10 minutes, and it's just weird how he just jabs it in, and yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, that was that. And then popped to the internet cafe, FaceTime my mum. I tried FaceTiming my dad, but he wasn't in at the moment, so I'm going to arrange a time to FaceTime him sometime. Just thought I'd say time again because it fits perfectly because I said time so much. So yeah, come back to camp. That's it. Decided to make this video, record it all, get it all done, dusted, and ready to go. By the way, I know I got some feedback on it as well, saying to not so much background noise, but on camp it's difficult because people are training all the time. The only time that I can get it to record is now, and this is probably quiet. It's been all day, so if you can hear things in the background, I am terribly sorry. But that's what we've got. Right. Okay. Anyways, it's been a pleasure speaking to you all, and look forward to the comments. Cheers.